Hello, good evening, everybody. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to put out a warning for the stream coming on. I say warning, whatever it's called. A notification is what I meant. Hello, Faith. Lovely of you to join us. Nice to have your silky, dulcet tones with us today. Hello, Shara, darling. Hi, Christine. Hello, Becky. Hi, Gaz. Hope everybody's well. Hello, David. So nice of you to join us. Hello, Amy and Louise. Hello, Kim. Hello, Louise Cooper. How are you? Hello, Melinda. Kim T, mod salute. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Michelle. I'll just get rid of this pulsating, guys, and get the autofocus off while we're here. And just while you're all joining, obviously. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Louise. So nice you could make it, Faith, as well. I don't get a chance to have the reversal this side, so it's nice of you to join us. Today, guys, I'm not going to be reviewing anything. We had a great stream last time, and some wonderful books came out of it, and I got a lot of good feedback. So I'm just going to be colouring today. Now, I did mention in the last stream that I would possibly be colouring in World of Warcraft. Yeah, it's nice of you to be here, Faith, as well. You are somebody that means a lot to me, so it's nice of you to be here. Hello, Nike. One of the things I received quite a lot of good feedback, as I was saying, about the last stream, guys. And what I wanted to do was listen to, obviously, the audience. And a couple of people asked me to colour in World of Warcraft. But after I'd shown this book, the new Elena Lazareva book, I was inundated with requests to colour from that. So I am going to colour from this today, and then moving forward on Tuesday's stream, I am going to colour from World of Warcraft. And plus, by Tuesday, there will be another couple of books to show as well. So that's kind of fitted in okay. So I hope that people haven't just joined to watch World of Warcraft today, because, like I said, this is an absolutely fantastic book, and of course, this is the one that I'm going to be colouring in today. So we're just going to have a quick chat, guys. We're just going to wait while everybody comes in. I hope everybody's good. Oh, that's nice, Amy. You're more than welcome here anytime. It's an extremely friendly channel. You will get devabled, as people call it, sometimes. I do tend to show quite a lot of books, and people like to buy them after looking at them here. But of course, it's not just the only thing that I do here. So welcome, and I'm sure everybody else will say hello to Amy Folk and make her feel welcome. Kim has already done that, and so has Nika, and beat me to it. Okay, guys, so I've got my let me just tip it up for you so you can see. I've got my Beatles cup here, which is a pint pot, as we call in Yorkshire. It's a pint pot of tea, strong tea. Hello, Mary. I'm so glad you've come, Mary. If everybody could say hello to Mary, guys, that's Citra Rose, also a very good friend of mine, who has supported the channel since day one. So thanks for coming in, Mary. Hello, Mary Ann. Excuse me. So today, guys, oh, that's nice, Beth. I hope you'll enjoy it. I drink Yorkshire tea, Nike, and it's not just because I'm from Yorkshire either. For me, it's the best tasting tea. Uh, I am a big fan of drinking tea, cups of tea, and I've tried most of them. Certainly, what's available in the UK, anyway. What book are you committing in? Oh, colouring. It's this Victorian book, Beth, which is by Elena Lazareva. I showed it in my last stream. So I'm going to have a quick flip through it in a minute and take votes on a picture. I've got one in mind and see what you all think. What I'll be using today I have shown it before in the past. I've not tried that, Louise. I've heard it's nice. Is it much different to the standard one? Have you, Gary? That's great. So you can show me that when I open it shortly. This guys is what I call my my travel kit, and it's one that I took away with me recently, and it is mainly just skin tone stuff. So I'll open it up for you so you can see what I mean. And in here, I just have some bits of odds and sods. I've got a few Copic markers, which are the Chows. They are a couple of skin tones that I use. Just a pad for making notes of combinations if I come across one. Hello, Darla. And then there's a sharpener in there. And then there is a bunch of pencils, which are a cross between Prismacolor and Lyra. And they are just mainly skin tones. So because I'm going to be colouring in the Elena book today, I would imagine it will be of a portrait. So I thought I would use this. I have included this pencil. I'm not saying I'll use it today. This is the Gold Faber, and it's called the Royal Blue pencil. This makes a fantastic underpainting for any portrait going forward. But today I think I'm going to do marker as a base and then colour over the top. So that we can really just show a bit of progression today. There's my rubber, and so on and so on. So that's what we're going to be using, guys. In addition to that, I just wanted to show you a little gift that I received from Gary and Louise. And it is the cutest little sloth here. And it opens like a book. I think Faith will like this. It's very stationary orientated, and I'm sure our Faith will like it. Just going back to Louise, it does have the taste of one dips. Our American audience won't understand one dips, but you're willing it to have a bit of backbone, aren't you, Louise? For all you people from the US, that's a line from a British comic called Peter Kay, who is a very funny man from this end of the country where I'm from. So yeah, this is a sticky notebook, 15 pads of sticky notes, and once you open it up, as you can see, I have all these sticky notes with sloths on. So I have the bigger ones, the rectangle ones here. These are invaluable for me to mark pages with, and I thought it was a really, really thoughtful and nice gift. I have some rectangle ones here and here, and then of course we have the page markers there. Hello, Shalene. Hello, Namitos. Yep, that's a good point, Christine. Thank you. Everybody go to live chat. It is cute, isn't it, Amy? And like I said, Gary and Louise got me that, which is really, really nice of them. And so that is it. It's a little, almost like a little diary, but it's full of stickers and markers. Hello, Cat and Paste. A link for this. Yeah, it's from the works. Just bear with me a moment, guys, and I'll see if I can find you one. So look. Let's see if I can find you one. Yeah, I've found one, guys. There we go. I've found you a link for that. It's very, very budget friendly, but it is so cute, and it's really nice. It's one of those gifts that whenever you use it, of course, you're going to be reminded of where it's come from. Going back to this book, guys, I have left a link in the description. There's only one link in there today. There is a UK and a US link for the book. And going forward with the markers, I'm just going to show you what we're going to be using. In here, it's a bit of a mixed bag, this one. I have in here some original touch markers. These are my Tombos, and then these are Copics, and these few also. So we'll be doing the base with these markers, which are down by the side of me, at the bottom by my feet, because excuse me, guys, because there's not a lot of room on the table. So I'll be putting those down the side, using those as the base, and then we'll be colouring with the pencils. So has everybody had a good weekend? I think that's one of the questions I'd like to ask you all. And hello, Robin. And how are you, Shalene? I've not spoke to you for a while. Oh, that's good, Shalene. Are you on straight after me tonight, hon? Well, it'd be 11 p.m. UK time. That's nice to hear, Shalene. I'm glad I'm glad you're okay. Okay, Shalene, that's great. Obviously, I will stick a link in for Shalene's stream as soon as I've done here. Shalene tends to, I'm not saying she's going to be doing that tonight because I don't know what she's got planned, but Shalene does a very funny show on a Sunday. I called it SAS, which is Sunday at Shalene's. And what she tends to do is she does Mad Libs, and we have such a laugh, I can assure you. The really genuine funny thing about it is that you can tell it's going to be funny before Shalene reads it, because her face tells the full story. So as soon as something about that's going to be really funny is going to come out in the reading of the Mad Lib, I just have a look at Shalene's eyes, and then it tells you that the next sentence is going to be hilarious. I think on one particular occasion, it came out where I was called Captain Underpants, no, sorry, I was called Captain, and that I wore underpants on top of my trousers, which obviously you can't make that stuff up without a Mad Lib, and it doesn't sound as funny now, but of course, once you're live in the stream, it's it's absolutely hilarious. Hello, Jerry Bowers. Nice of you to join us. Hi, y'all. And Rona, hello. Still coming in, guys. So thank you for that. Thank you, Christine. Okay, guys. So, Gary, you said you've got a picture in mind. This is a lovely book, by the way. I did a full flip through of it on my last stream, and I think I mentioned, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I mentioned that I've collected Elena's books since the very beginning, and I personally think, hello, Vin. I personally think that this will be her biggest seller. And that's due to the nature of the quality of the image that it shows in here. So, for example, I'll go through some of the images. As you can see, it's a Victorian-based book, but that kind of period of time in our history, especially in the UK with Queen Victoria, was a time for where ladies were ladies, kind of thing. And of course, that is reflected in the attire that they wear, which again, for a colorist, is magnificent, because nowadays you've just got well, they hardly wear anything, do they? So there's not a lot to color other than skin. So in these books, especially this time period, there's a lot of hats, there's a lot of frills and frays, and as you can see by this one there, there's lace and various other things that you have to take into consideration when you are planning your colouring for this book. This is why I think it will be her most successful one, primarily down to the fact that it's such a good collection of images. Hello, Meryl. Nice of you to join us. So in here, there is a bit of line art, which is there. I think what she's done is she's shown a couple of examples from another book there. This is an example from the Fantasy World book that she does with the lady and the dragon, the small dragon. Watching. Okay, Kim, that's not an issue. Thank you for coming. Thank you for lurking even. Hello, Pat McKnight. It is Mousy Deb, yeah. It's her newest one. I think it's been out a week, maybe, or something. Something of that. I think it's June anyway. And as soon as I saw it, like I say, I'm not professing to be, anything that nobody else is, but I have collected Elena's books since the very beginning, and I think this one personally is the best one that she's done so far. So I'll be looking to colour an image from this one. Now, one of the ones I had in mind was this one with the Basset Hound. And the other one I had in mind was this one. There is also, let's have a look, this one here that I wouldn't mind. You see, there's such an array of different ones to pick from. I like that one too. I also, I've said that one. I also quite like this one where she's sat having a cup of tea with the slice of lemon. That's true, Christine. Yeah, us in England are actually quite used to cold weather in summer. Even if it's July, August, you can guarantee that there's at least half of the days rainy and cold and wet and dull. So I quite like this one as well. Because nobody's actually, I know Gary said that he had a picture in mind, but he's gone to make a brew. Because nobody's actually, hello, Kimmy. I'm going to do this one. I hope that one's okay for everybody. If there is one in particular that people are wanting, then obviously I can do that on another occasion. So what I'm going to need now is a piece of my plastic, which I have. I've got quite a few of these. It's just a piece of A4 acetate. And I find these really good because if it does leak through, then you can just wipe it with a damp cloth and it comes straight off. Hello, Joan. So, guys, this particular image here has not got a particular title. So one of the things I'll be looking for through the stream is that somebody comes up with a name for this wonderful, beautiful looking lady. So I'm going to kick on and I'm going to start. So we can all have a chat between us. If you just bear with me 1 second while I pick a marker to give the underpainting a start. I'm going to go with the Touch New marker. Sorry, they're not Touch New. These are the original Touch, the Shin Art. That's what these are. They are a chisel tip and a brush. I really, really love these, as I do the Tombos. Your limb transplant. All right. Sorry to hear that, Anthony. I'm not sure how relevant that is to the conversation that we're having here. Okay, guys. So we're gonna use a color called Skin White, which is really it's just a base really before we start putting the color on. And then we're going to do the flowers and so on and so on and so on. So hopefully we'll have most of this done before we finish today. Hello, Anne. Oh, it's lovely of you to join us. Thank you, Anne, for coming on. I don't really I didn't understand it, Christine, to be honest. I thought it was just a bit of a violent outrage. I wasn't sure what it was on about. Killing somebody with his bare hands. I don't know. Okay, so let's kick on then, guys. So I'm just making sure that I've got the plastic underneath, which I have, because we don't want to be. Okay, Gary, that's a very good point. We can call the picture patience, which you need as a streamer, as I'm sure you can appreciate. So if you guys just want to, I'll try and keep up with chat as much as I can, but I'm going to be concentrating on putting the foundations on this particular image so that we can get some pencil on as well during the show and see what we're able to do with it. For those of you who didn't manage to get to Christine's stream, which was on just before I came on, I recommend that you have a watch of that back. She was using some lovely coloured paints on there in a nice book, which I believe that she produced herself, because Christine is our resident artist on YouTube and has got many, many books. I think I have 9 of them. I'm not sure if that's the full collection or not at the moment, but I do have 9 of them. Oh, thanks, Kim. Hello, Sue. You're not late at all. I've only done the introduction, Sue. So, yeah, you've not missed anything at all apart from this one hand. So, welcome, Sue, as usual. Nice of you to join us. If I actually wince at all during the stream, guys. Just ignore it. I've got a little injury at the moment, and it's causing me a bit of grief. But don't be alarmed if I jump up. The thing I like about these Shin-Hen touch markers is the control it gives you when you are applying your color. You can go circular like I'm doing here, or you can go in strips like I'm doing there. Either way, the ink stays together for a certain amount of time before obviously it starts drying, which enables you to do, or cover, should I say, the part streak free, which is very handy because there's nothing worse than streaks in your colouring. And just while I've remembered, actually, and it's Anne being here that's hello Zealy. It's Anne being here has just reminded me because I was talking to her. Hello Mona. Handy. So I was talking to Anne a couple of weeks ago about the Everblend markers, and Anne had told me that she'd had them sent from Arteza, and I was thinking of getting them, etc., etc. And I asked what they was like, and lo and behold, guys, I got an email on Friday from Arteza asking me to be a representative. So to say I was pleased was an understatement. Hello, Sharon. Long time no see, my darling. I hope you're okay. So yeah, to say I was pleased was an understatement because they've asked me if they can send me some products and show them on the stream. So I'm really, really proud of that. That's the second manufacturer, if you like, for want of a better word, that's asked me to do that. And probably, up there with the books that I get asked to do, it shows I'm doing something right. So I'm really pleased with that. I'm glad you're okay, Sharon. I'm okay, thank you. I've not spoke to you for a while, but everything's cool. So nice of you to join. Sorry, guys, I have to just keep my head down while it's wet. Once I've done this piece, I shall keep up with chat with you guys. Okay, so what have I missed? They are incredibly smooth, Gary. Anne says she's getting the brush tips hoo-hoos in the mail today. Yeah, do, Anne, please. I've fallen in love with brush tips. Um, I don't think I'll ever use a standard marker tip again. And trust Christine to mention the Kelly Arts again. I've been after those for probably a year now. They don't sell them in the UK, and they seem to be one of those that doesn't come on Amazon UK. A lot of stuff do, but for whatever reason, they don't show them in the UK. It is. That is Anne. Yes, Anne Holland. That is Fruit Bat Anne. Yes. Okay, guys. Let me catch up. She is wonderful. If anybody needs any inspiration on how to create a channel and keep it running, it's look no further than Anne. Oh, sorry, Shar. I thought you were asking me. These touch ones are on a par with Copics. They're not like the Touch New and the Touch 5, is what I'm trying to say. They are just spin-off names from because of these. These are the original Copic copied the marker design, which was to have a brush at one end and a chisel at the other. Yeah, that's correct, Sharon. Oops. So as you can see, guys, yeah, I thought so, Anne. No, Shara, these are Shin Art Touch, which are the original brush and the original the original marker casing. These are the first that came out, and then Copic followed. The other ones that are called Touch have used the name Touch to, I presume, to help the sales with their markers. I think they use Touch 5, Touch New, and there may be another one, I'm not sure. But like Anne says, these are the real deal. These are the original one. I'm not saying they're better than Copics because I have not got the proper Copic pens. I've only got the Chows, so I wouldn't like to comment on that. But these are by far superior to the Touch 5 and the Touch New, if that makes any sense. I hope it did. Okay, guys, right. So we've got the skin down, which I'm going to start shading soon. Yeah, they can, Shara. I've got a set of refills for only for the skin tone set, because just bear with me and I'll show you what I mean. So these are nearly the full set of Touch. They come like this. That's the 48 count, and then I have this 60 count, followed by another 60 count, which is 120, 168 markers. I think there's more than that. But when I first started getting them, I only bought, excuse me, I only bought the skin tone ones, which was a pack of, now then, I don't want to give you wrong information. It was either six or 12. I think it was 6. And then immediately I got the refills just for those 6, because at that point, that's all I'd got. But if you look at the actual cases these come in, it kind of gives you an indication of how they are not the other Touches. Yeah, I can do that for you, Mona. I'll do that in about 2 minutes for you. So that's how they come in the sets, and then each particular marker is individually wrapped. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but each one are individually wrapped. These are really good quality markers. They're nothing like the other touch ones. So that's one set there. Just move that way. And then the second set, which is the other 60, is, just bear with me, is that one, which includes the skin tone. It includes the skin tone set that I bought separately. So you've got your greys and your skins. There is another, I think there is another 60 that I haven't got. And then, of course, there is also the 48. They're very good boxes, Michelle. In fact, they're so sturdy, it's difficult to open them sometimes. And those are the 48, which are a couple of greens, couple of blues, but there are a lot of neutral pastel colours in this particular set. From here in the corner going across, these are all pastel colours. So, but I have, because I've got a few doubles, this is why I'm using the odd few, which are in here, which are these here. So these are doubles. They're about the same, Kim, maybe a little bit cheaper. And I got these on recommendation from a friend of mine who you all know, Harry. He prefers these to the Copics, and I went on that purely because of that. So if you just bear with me, I can produce you a couple of links, guys, to the touch markers, and then let you have a look at them yourself. If you just bear with me. I'm sure my mods will keep you entertained just for a couple of minutes while I do this. Okay, guys, so the first set I showed you, the 60 count, which is the main one. Here is the, hello, Barbara. Here's the link for the US 60 count. That's the US one, and I'll just get you the UK one. 1 second, guys. It's just coming up now, guys. No problem, man. Here's the UK link, Anne, and everybody else. Thank you, Christine. I've copied off you. So the first one I gave you guys is a link for the US Amazon, and the second one I'll give you is the link for the UK. Hello, Rochelle. Lovely of you to join us. If you do use those links, guys, I will get a few pennies back, which is why I tried to source the links for you. All the money does go back to the channel, however, as you can see by all the goods that I've got here. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Okay. Right. Moving on. Do we think this woman is going to be a brunette, or do we think that she's going to be a redhead? Hello, Elizabeth. Or do we think she's going to be a blonde, or a redhead, or a brunette? Or do we think this particular Victorian lady had blue hair? Yeah, what time's dinner, Kim? Golden. We've got one golden, one red. Not a problem, Mona. We've got another blonde. We've got 2 reds, 2 blondes, 3 reds. No, Shara. They're actually miles apart, hun. Miles apart, as Anne will tell you. Another red, another red. Well, it's looking like a redhead, guys. Right. Strawberry blonde. Let me see if I can find the colour. All right, let me get a... So this one I've got here is called Cosmos. Now, I'm not 100% sure what colour red that is, but if we're thinking more ginger red, I don't think this will be the right one. What do we think of that, guys, as the colour for the hair? Do you think that one, or should we go a lot darker, like a darker red? Do red brown. Darker, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to then get out my trusty touch markers. Now I have one here, and it's called Old Red, as in old as in age. Like I did say though, guys, these are individually wrapped, each marker. So just bear with me while I find the tear strip. This may be too dark, guys. Are we all going to Kim's on the Hungry Bus? So this one is Old Red and comes out this kind of colour. So that's very dark, but also I would kind of call it like a mahogany colour. Yeah, Joan, yeah. Oh, is she making proper Sunday supper? That's too dark, isn't it? And yeah. Yeah, dear. Let's have a look what else I've got. I've got one here called Light Orange. Let's have a look at this colour. Hi, Joy. Yeah, I agree with you, Christine, love. It's just actually finding it at the moment. I can easily use a Copic, can't I? Don't know why I'm looking at these. Sorry, guys, I didn't realise. Let me put the rubbish in my pocket. But while I've opened it, we can still look at the colour of this one. This is described as light orange. So I think that's too light. That's more of a golden blonde colour. Okay. So let me just put these back. And then I'll pick a Copic out. So this one by Copic is called the This is called Just Brown. What do we think of that one? That's kind of in between those two, isn't it? Yes. I've had one positive. Yes, perfect. Oh, that's good, guys. Good. Yeah. Right, we're on it. So I am using the Copic Chow, and this is just simply named Brown. So here we go, guys. I'll start with the parting. Hi, Sandy. Not so sure, Elizabeth. I have left a link to the book. It's reasonably new out. I don't know if she does PDFs, actually. Elena Lazareva. I'm not 100% sure whether she does or not. I don't know why that's gone really. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry now, guys, and then we'll be able to see the distinction. The problem is when you are using pencil on top, you kind of really need a light color so that you can see the shading underneath. But there's enough there to be able to distinguish between the two. Any darker, and that would have looked just a block of mess. So then, guys, now we've moved on to we know she's. Oh, I've missed a bit of hair there. Just bear with me. Now we know that she's a redhead. What color eyes are we? Yeah, I agree, Elizabeth. What kind of eyes does she have? I'm kind of thinking she's got an Irish look to her. So what about like an emerald green? Yep, somebody's already wrote. Everyone's writing green. Yep, I totally agree with that one. So let me find a couple of green pencils. I won't have any green in the skin set, unfortunately. So I'll have to get some from another set, which is not a problem. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Christine. Yeah, absolutely, honey. This is the Lyras, and the Chunky Monkeys. Oh, I've got it the wrong way around. So the greens are up here. So I'll need this one and probably this one. Yeah, that's fine. So let me get a sharpener. Any will do on that's at hand at the moment. Me too. I think the Lyras are fantastic pencils. So and she looks lovely with green eyes. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. I need the Posca. Do we have an open one in here? Yeah. That's not the Posca. I thought that was a bit of a thick nib. this one here. This one I'll have to do. There we go. Okay. Right, let me get some skin tone out and start with this lady's beautiful skin. So I'm going to start with, I would usually start with a light peach. I don't think that's necessary with having this underpaint. So I'm going to go straight in with, let's have a look. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got terracotta, clay rose, which is my favourite, what's this one? That's a peach colour. And a blush pink. I just can't find my henna pencil at the moment. Is that it? No. That's Tuscan red. Doesn't matter. We might not need henna anyway, guys, but I usually... Okay, Shalene, I'll speak to you later on. We'll have a good laugh later on. Okay. So I'll start with the hands, guys. So all I'm doing here is putting a light layer in first. Okay, guys. They're excellent, Elizabeth. I need to run up. He's sick and he needs me to take care of all by Dev. Bye, Michelle. Look after yourself. Okay. So I am now going to mark out some of the darker edges so we know where the shading is. No, Rochelle, this is a new book. This is just bear with me, the Victorian colouring book. Absolutely phenomenal. Really nice book. I really do like it. Okay, guys. Sorry about the silence. It's difficult to to concentrate and to also keep up with chat. You probably won't be able to see a lot at the moment. I can assure you that the layers are there. Takes a while for them to show up once we start colouring. But again, that's the rough with the smooth. Okay. Bye, Sharon. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Christine. I'm just going to go over now, guys, with another layer of the the peach color, just to build up the layers so that the darker ones will become more pronounced as I add layer by layer. I'm conscious of just layering can be boring. So what I'm going to do after this layer, guys, is that I am going to involve you in the selection of the lipstick color and the nail varnish so that we can have a bit of interaction. I just don't want you sat there bored while I put layer after layer on, because really I do go probably 6 to 8 layers, and obviously that amount of time silence wise is not fun for you guys. So thank you, Mary. Thanks, Gary. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anne. Thanks for saying that, Mona. But like I said, I'd prefer the variety so that I can at least, get you all interacted with it. So the green eyes have come out really nice. What are we thinking in terms of lipstick, guys? Bearing in mind that we are in Victorian age, and I don't think they would have had electric blue. They may have had, I'm not sure. Pale pink from Rona. So yeah, Mona, just trying to break it up a bit for you, honey. Pale coral, okay. A natural colour, and the same with the nails. Okay, Sandy, yeah, that kind of ties in with what everyone else has said. Pale pink, pale coral, powder pink, salmon sand for nails, pink or coral. Yeah. Okay, so in that case then, let me find. This is why I so much prefer the touch to the Copic. They're nowhere near as opaque, and they have so much variety now. Okay, yeah, Joey, yeah. Now this is just classed as fruit pink, so I think that will be a. We'll have a look, shall we? So we'll get rid of this particular piece. So this is fruit pink, and it's very natural looking, guys, as you can see, because it barely makes an imprint on the. I'm not sure they would have had pale blue in that kind of time period, though, Christine. Maybe. I'm going to use this one, so just bear with me, guys, while I concentrate. So that's not actually dried yet. So yeah, I know that. Yeah, sorry, Christine. Let me just find something else. Sorry, guys. So we have this piece of white cardstock, which I did a Spider-Man drawing on, by the way. So this is the colour that we've just used. Hi, Cynthia. You see, it doesn't really show up on white either. It's such a pale colour. This is why I like the touch markers so much more. Thanks, Christine. I was going to say, I don't think they had Sheena Easton around in those days. So we've got the base down. Let me have a look what kind of pink I've got in here to bring it out a little bit. Now this is called medium flesh. I like touch new markers. I'm not a fan of. No. So I think that's worked pretty well. There's barely a colour there. It's just a very subdued pink to go along with the green eyes and mahogany hair. So I think that's quite good to start with, guys. And we can always change it up if we need to. But I certainly think that that colour looks reasonably nice. I'll bring it up to the, as you can see, it's a more subdued kind of pink. No, I won't, Elizabeth. What are we saying for the eyebrows then, guys? Would a redhead have kind of medium brown eyebrows? I don't think it would be anything like the red in the hair, would it? Are we to look for like a rusty brown colour? Because I should have one in here somewhere. Let's have a look. What do we think of this kind of colour for the eyebrows? Okay, right, that's fine. I don't want to use the Copic on her eyebrows. I'm quite disappointed. I'm not disappointed, but I would have preferred to use the touch on them, but we can't change that now. But that doesn't matter. So there, I think that looks really good. I think it kind of. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, I think it kind of resembles the look that we've got here, doesn't it? And what are we saying for nail varnish, guys? Would it be? I think it would be a natural kind of colour again, wouldn't it? Are we to use like a pale pink again? Something like. Let's have a look. Same as the lips, yeah. Okay. And then I think that looks okay, guys. Puts a little finger to the corner of her mouth, yeah. Dear. We have a studded earring, guys. Do we think that would be kind of a yellowy colour, yellow gold colour? What do you think about this kind of colour? It's light ochre and would look that kind of colour. Or would we have it as a pearl earring, do you think? A pearl colour, yeah, I thought so, Mona. It depends on how you want it to stand out, Deborah. You can just colour it plain and then let the shadow come through. Unfortunately, the hair colour that we chose, it just shows the shadow. It needed to be lighter than that, really, for me to be able to put the pencil in over the top. But of course, if you want to keep using pale colours, you can add loads and loads and loads of layers over the top, which you'll see now with the skin. I am short of one pencil, guys, so just bear with me, please, while I try and find it. Okay. So I'm being very careful now, guys, because I'm adding a little bit of pink, but I'm conscious I don't want to detract from the natural looking skin. So I'm just going over the darker, but slightly coming inward towards the face. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Joy. It's starting to come through now a little bit. What I do need now is, because I've put the clay rose on, I'm going to need some of the burnt ochre just for the darker areas, and then come out lightly. That gives it a little bit of brown into the rest of what I've done. So I think we'll start in this corner. Hello, Ashley. Thank you, Shara. Not happy with this colour at all. Let me... Yeah, that'll do. Thank you, Nike. That's much better. That's exactly what I wanted. There's a little lump that came off there. Oh, thank you, Jean. Bye, Nike. Take care. Okay. Let me... I'm just trying to find... I should have a fine black pen somewhere. Nope. Hi, Bridget. This is one of the, oh, that's a brush pen, but these are are they Sigma? Pigma Microns. I'm trying to find a fine tip. There we go. Excuse me, guys. Ah. That's much better. Thank heavens for that. I can't find my henna, guys, so I've had to just try and mix two colours together with the Lyras to try and get that kind of tone that the henna gives you. There we go. Right, guys. That can still stand a couple more layers, but I think we'll just keep it at that just for the moment. And I think we're going to move on to the dress. What time are we on? Oh, it's 1:45. I don't want to run into Shalene's time. So let's just do a few pink flowers around here. Because I know that I have a lovely pink in the touch markers, which is a pastel violet colour. Hi, Nana. Thanks for coming. Good night, Anne. Thank you for joining. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Cynthia. Bye, Nana. Thanks, Lovey. Appreciate that. Let's see if I can find a third kind of. Thank you, Rochelle. That's what I was trying to get, which is why I'm going to stick a couple of pink ones next to it now, and hopefully once they're dry, we get that contrast. Thank you, Kim. I've got about 6 minutes, guys, so I don't want to start rushing it, but I'm going to keep all the flowers that's on here, these three colours, which are the pastel pink, the pastel peach, and the one I put back, which was the pastel violet, I think it was. Yeah. So I think that they all offset each other well. And I can add pencil in those as well to make them look even better later down the line. So let me just do this one. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Bridget. See you, Gary. Thanks for coming, mate. Thank you, Christine. No problem, Orna. Thanks for coming. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up now. It's 2 minutes to, according to my my timepiece, as they say. So I would like to thank you all for coming. I hope it's not been too boring, but this is one of them where you have to just keep repeating and the layers and the blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't as talkative as the last stream. Obviously, once you're reviewing things, you can go on tangents and you just obviously talking considerably amount for most of the time. So I just would like to thank you all for coming yet again. Thank you, David. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Elizabeth. And I shall speak to you all on Tuesday. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I'm going to try and have it done for Tuesday's stream, and I'll be able to show it you on there. Thanks, Faith. Thanks, Lana. And Mousy Deb, thank you. Thanks, Amy, for coming. Thanks, Joey and Louise and Zeeley. Thank you, Melinda and Pat McKnight. Thanks, love. Thank you, Shara and Becky. So I'll probably see you all across at Shalene's. And Robin, goodbye. Thank you for coming. Cindy, thanks very much. And Mona and Marianne. It's been lovely having you all here. I'm glad that we're back streaming and back, you know, in a peaceful kind of environment. It's been lovely again. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, guys, so it's now 1 minute to 11, so I'm going to leave you all there. I'll speak to you all on Tuesday, and I'll speak to you all in Shalene's stream. So good night, everybody. Bye-bye.